Now, I've seen a lot of content creators being interested in the new feature that YouTube is rolling out. And I think the audience is interested as well because, as you can see, this video got 120,000 views, while the other videos that were released on the same day got fewer views. So, yeah, people are discussing this. I would say that the video is a little bit misleading, right? Like, see, this is where the community notes can come in, providing additional context on the fact that there's many people that are happy with it. Like, I see many content creators and other people saying that, yeah, no, actually, this is a great feature. And I think it will depend based on how it's implemented, but a lot of people just do not have faith in YouTube anymore. The feature itself is based around the concept of community notes. So community notes isn't really democratic. Like, it's got an entire algorithm built around it. And usually it takes into account, like, if people that are on different political scales agree with something, then it's probably true. So basically, like, if me and Vosh agree with something, then that thing is probably true, versus if myself and you guys agree with something and Vosh and his guys disagree with it, right? Like, it kind of takes into account that people do have biases, and it takes into account that people do have different political leanings. So if they agree on something, then chances are that should be considered as factual. Now, that's how it works on Twitter. We don't know how it's going to work on YouTube. And after people saw the Google AI, the Gemini AI, and its concept of fairness, they're a little bit more reserved in casting judgment. But there's also another interesting thing that happens on Twitter. If you get community noted, you lose monetization. And a lot of content creators, in fact, most content creators, especially the ones that do content creation as a full-time job, well, they obviously do care about monetization. So if a subject is considered controversial, if a subject is outside of the monetization range, chances are that the content creators aren't going to talk that much about it, because usually content creators have like 20 or 30 things that they can talk about at the beginning of each day. And they make their selection based on what the audience is interested in, but they also take into account, like, okay, well, is this going to get me in trouble with the algorithm, with the platform? Is this going to make it so that in a couple of months I'm just going to talk to the walls because the algorithm isn't promoting me? Since this is actually a thing on YouTube, right? It's not just the money, it's also the algorithm. If you don't get monetization, then the algorithm is less likely to promote you. Or at least as the saying goes, because we don't actually have access to the algorithm. It's not open source, but people have noticed the trends. So if on Twitter you say something that gets community noted, you get demonetized, right? But on Twitter, you only have like a couple of letters to type. So you're making like these short posts, which are informative, and they're pretty much like straight to the point, right? They don't ramble on a lot. So imagine a situation on YouTube where you have a video like this, right, and it's got 120,000 views, and you say, the new absurd YouTube feature is blasted by the entire internet. And you get like a community note saying, well, actually, the feature is blasted by most of the internet, not by all. Now, the community notes would be true, incredibly factual, right? And there will be people supporting it. Like, if you don't like Jeremy, many people will be like, well, I don't like Jeremy. Of course, you know, like, he deserves it, blah, blah, blah. And that could potentially, if it's implemented like on Twitter, it could demonetize this video. Now, again, we don't know if YouTube is going to make that implementation, which is why people are concerned, and they're basically saying, hey, YouTube, please don't do it. But if that's the case, then many content creators, especially the ones that are big, and especially the ones that have a huge group of people that dislike them, are going to avoid subjects that they know is going to trigger their opposition. So, for instance, the Amber Heard trial, right? Like, if there's a huge group of people that dislike you covering it and they dislike your take on it, then they can just brigade the channel and just spam it with community notes, sending a message to the content creator, hey, talk about something else. Now, the problem with this is that the Amber Heard trial was incredibly popular. Like, there were hundreds of millions of people that tuned in order to get more information about it from their favorite content creator. So you would be disadvantaging all those people that would want to see just because the content creators are going to be told, hey, you keep talking about this, you know, you're not going to make any money, the algorithm is going to suppress you. And talking about a trial all day long is a full-time job, right? Like, this is what people wanted to see. That's their entertainment, and it's not going to happen if every single time someone talks about something that upsets a group of people on the internet, they get community notes and their videos get demonetized. Again, if implemented this way, like, we don't know yet. They haven't announced if getting context is going to demonetize the video or not. But the other point is, like, if you make a 10-minute video and you say, hey everyone, welcome to This Week is Stupid for the 4th of April, 2025, and you get, and then you make like the whole video and you go through all the articles and all of them are spot on, but someone adds community note saying, misleading is the 5th of April, 2025. Now the community note is accurate, right? Like they're not lying, and you did mislead people with a small detail out of the 60-minute video. Is it enough to get it demonetized? I don't know. Personally, I think YouTube is not going to do this. Like, I don't think they're going to actually demonetize channel for community notes. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised or shocked if they did. And I wouldn't be surprised or shocked if this is the case. Definitely some channels are going to be 100% protected by this, right? I don't expect that Disney is going to have community notes on their trailers. Like, I would be shocked if that's the case, okay? I will eat crow. I will be like, okay, well, I suppose it's fair. Because on Twitter, you know that Disney will have community notes. You know that CNN will get community notes. You know that Joe Biden is going to get community notes. Will this happen on Twitter? Will we see proeminent left-leaning people with a lot of cash getting community noted? Because that would be the benchmark test if the community notes actually work or not. Like, if I see the White House getting community noted, I'll be like, okay. If I see these new TV shows, trailers, getting community noted, I'd be like, alright, okay, no, at least it's fair, right? There is no universe in which the Young Turks don't get community noted as well. So if we don't see this happening, then you will know that the system is either biased or no one cares enough to use it. And it will also, like, encourage this community activity, right? Where I'm willing to bet, like, if the community notes influence the video in any way, like either downranks it in the algorithm or demonetizes it, like, you will have people on Discord, even if it's against the TOS, because you already have that on Twitter, and they're going to encourage each other to start community noting and shit, and it's going to be an interesting time. Let's put it like that. Like if you want to not be community noted, you're going to basically need to have your actual community defending you and be like, no, you need to go and like make sure that we're not getting community noted. So you're going to have like some content creators that do have access to that, being more safe than the others. But again, you know, like, this may just be an exaggeration and the community notes may just be there to add context for the readers. I personally don't know, because a lot of people are very concerned about it, even though there's not enough information out there. But I still think it's good, so that the people who are still implementing it don't go along and implement it in a way that's actually bad for the platform. And I'm not just saying this as a content creator, but I'm also saying this as a viewer. Like, I don't want all the content creators that I watch to start uploading boring stuff. I mean, YouTube is like one of the last forms of entertainment that are available to me. There's nothing to watch on Netflix. There's nothing to watch on Amazon. They're just like, everything is boring and bland. So, you know, at least I got to watch a YouTuber, even in the sanitized version that YouTube is today. I mean, compared to 2014, I don't remember the last video that came out and it was a meme and it made everyone laugh and it made everyone, you know, actually enjoy, like, spending time a lot on the platform looking for funny stuff. They just don't do that anymore because they are sunk into a culture of safetyism, right? Everything is safe, everything is sanitized. So, but even with that, it's still better than Netflix, I would say. So hopefully it doesn't get even worse with this feature, and we'll see. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.